The Old Testament reading for this Sunday is from Zephaniah. These are some of the most lyrical, gorgeously hopeful verses in all of the Bible. Zephaniah reveals to us God's truest purpose by giving us a glimpse at God's heart. This is summed up well in Zephaniah 3:17. The Lord your God is in your midst, a warrior who gives victory. He will rejoice over you with gladness. He will renew you in his love. He will exult over you with loud singing, as on a day of festival. In this verse, God is almost giddy with glee. God says that Zephaniah's deepest wish is to take delight in God's people. I'm reminded of a recent trip where when we arrived at the airport, and after we had collected our luggage, we headed out into the secure area where people awaited the arrival of their loved ones. There was one little girl who caught my eye. She was waiting for her grandma. This little girl was standing on tiptoes at the very front of the gate. She was jumping up and down, trying to find Grandma. I could hear her asking her parents, "Do you see Grandma? I can't see her yet. Do you see her?" She could not keep still. And finally, Grandma arrived, and the dam broke, and all the love and delight came gushing out in this spectacle of laughter, tears, giggles, hugs. When I read this verse in Zephaniah, I picture God as this little girl, God taking delight, great delight, waiting with great anticipation. God will carry pictures of us in God's phone, quick to pull them out and show them off to anyone who listens. God will be thrilled anytime we can be together. I have this image of being held tightly in God's hands. A time when words are not needed, but we just enjoy being together. Maybe, just maybe, God will break out into song. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. God will rejoice over you with loud singing, Zephaniah says. What a reunion. This kind of reunion does not come cheaply. It's not the result of God simply waving off sin. Real forgiveness must happen. That's hard work. So hard that it will land the Son of God on a cross eventually. John the Baptist was sent to prepare the way for that one, and Zephaniah anticipated that salvation centuries before. But the good news of it all is that when Christ comes, when sin and evil are finally dealt with, God can say, as God does say through Zephaniah, I will bring you home. Zephaniah reminds us that when it comes right down to it, the salvation we receive, the reunion that we will have with God, cannot be exaggerated. There is not enough music to capture the joy of what Zephaniah sketches when our God finds in us a source of unending delight and welcomes us into God's arms. Someday we will go home, and what a home that will be. I can't wait.